Welcome into today's Do Hard Things Today podcast. You will notice immediately that I'm not Kevin Harrison. I'm Jed Blackwell here with Coach Katie Malone, and we're going to give you a quick, simple, easy Friday afternoon, Friday morning, whenever you happen to be listening to this. 5 ways to grow. Kevin will be back with us soon. He's just not in today, so you get the JV squad hosting, but Coach Katie, as always, will be bringing the varsity advice. 5 ways to grow. What we got?
No pressure there.
None.
All right. So I was just kind of, thinking, what are some things we haven't done before? And 5 ways to grow just kind of struck me. The first one is, and maybe I did this for myself, but the first one is you have to really identify what's holding you back. Like, just kind of sit back, look at your life or whatever aspect of it that you're trying to rebuild or do better, and identify, 1 or 2 things that really are stopping you from moving forward. Obviously, if this is in terms of your athletic performance or your health, your fitness, why aren't you going to work out? Like, really, what is stopping you?
And that's hard, right? Taking an evaluation and taking stock of what's wrong and admitting that it's wrong and picking out that it's wrong.
Yeah. If you have problems with this, usually your spouse is always more than willing to, or partner is happy to help you out to tell you. I don't really I don't suggest going there to start with. Your friends usually will be a little bit more kind about answering that question for you if you can't answer it or identify yourself, like what the problem is. But, give it some thought. Really just take a minute and even scribble it down on a piece of paper. Brainstorm a little bit if you're really having a hard time with it. But you got to identify what's holding you back.
Number 1, identify what's holding you back. What's second?
Number 2, get help. And when I say get help, I don't mean just from your partner or your friends. I mean, you can get professional help. If you know, hey, I just can't get my butt to the gym. If you just can't make it happen by yourself, either get a friend to go with you, team up, be accountability partners, or hire a personal trainer, or, make it kind of don't take a shower in the morning and you've got to go to the gym to take your shower to go to work. So you might as well go do your workout kind of thing. Fool yourself into getting there.
This is an interesting one because I'm one of the several thousand people in the world for whom the 4 words, will you help me, are the hardest words in the English language.
Yes. Yeah. Will you help me? Well, but you don't have to really phrase it that way.
Yeah.
It's, you're giving somebody the opportunity to work out with you or show up with you. And, even sometimes I think, just saying to a friend, hey, do you want to just meet for coffee? Just to talk about things. Sometimes that's hard. Yeah. But once you're there, you can kind of broach the subject of, hey, you want to work out with me? Or will you show up for me? Some people, there's people who have fear of public speaking. So they have that Toastmasters club.
Right.
Hey, Jed, will you go to the Toastmasters club with me? I'm asking for help, but it's not woe is me. It's, hey, let's do something fun together. Because as adults, we don't like branching out. We like to stay in our safe little cocoon and not admit that we have any weaknesses. We're just not good at being hey, I'm just not good at that. So get help. That's number 2.
What's third?
Well, I think you have to have a goal, some sort of goal. Once you've, figured it out, got some help, you got to have some sort of goal. And I guess you could figure out the goal and then get help, but we're going with this. Make a goal. Now, I feel like people come up with goals that are not realistic. They'll be I'm going to go to the gym 7 days a week. No, you're not. Okay. Right. Can we just get over it already? All right. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week and I'm going to work out for an hour and a half. All right. Again, not a good one.
I'm going to go to the gym today and I'm going to try to go again 2 days from now.
No, I don't like the try.
You don't like try.
I don't like try. I will. Like you have to kind of commit to it. So how about I am going to go to the gym 2 times this week for 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Get yourself there. Do enough to make yourself feel like you did something, but not so much that you feel like you're not going to be able to walk tomorrow.
We talked about it off the air. Show up.
Show up. Yes, you just have to show up. But you got to have that goal.
Right.
You know, because if you don't have it, you're never going to do it. You know, even when you have goals that are just ridiculous, if you don't have that goal, it will never happen. You know, I have this one thing I've been looking at lately. It's my, I guess it's my goal. I don't know if that's a good way of putting it, but it's something I want to do, and I've thought about doing it. I thought about taking a class to do it. Then I was like, no, I'm not going to take a class. That's too expensive. Maybe I should just do it on my own. Maybe I should just not do it. And I mean, like I've talked myself out of it like 10 times. And this morning I was like, why don't I just take the stupid class?
Yeah.
Because that way I'm showing up. I'm at least learning something. Also potentially spending a lot of money. So that would also commit me to actually doing it. Funny how spending money commits you to something. But it's like I have it out there and it's like hanging over my head now because I said, oh, I want to do it. I told my husband I want to do it. And now I guess I probably should put some effort into doing something with that. Right. So, you know, got to have that goal. Making the plan. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Making the plan is the next, it's number 4, I guess.
Okay.
And part of what I was just talking about is making the plan. Like I have the plan. I just actually have to put it into place.
Have to implement it. Yeah.
And you know, I know what I need to do that. I've thought about it. My problem, I think, is, and I'm probably not alone. I'll think about it a whole lot, like, and I'll talk myself out of it and then I'll get back into it. But if I write it down, I'm much more likely to do it. Or if I put it on a sticky note, like I'm going to do this today. When you're making a plan, I love to like use a sticky note and like stick it on my bathroom mirror, because that way I am forced to look at it every day until I have enough courage to take it down and throw it away.
Right.
Or you can write like with lipstick on your mirror. It's just a lot harder to get off. And I don't have a lot of lipstick, so I don't want to waste it. But, you know, that's a whole nother problem. Anyway, so number 4 is make a plan. All right. Number 5.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The payoff.
This is, yes, the payoff. The payoff is challenge yourself by making these goals, you know, having intermediate goals that you reward yourself with as you go. So like if part of my plan is, say, I've got to sign up for this course. So I'm going to sign up for the course. And once I sign up for the course, I am going to take myself to have a latte. I know that sounds really silly, but I hate spending money on lattes because they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But you have to give yourself a reward that's immediate. So like that's just one step. So first step, sign up for the course, then get a latte. Second step is like actually do the research that I need to be able to put this all into place. And it's like, okay, after I do that, maybe I'll go get a massage. It's like you've got to have like pieces of it that you put together as you go.
And you want it to be just difficult enough, but also attainable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, it's like these are just the intermediate steps that you have to go through to actually reach your goal. And those are my 5 for Friday. I mean, maybe that was a lot for a 5 for Friday. That could probably be a whole podcast.
Yeah.
But I just want to get everybody thinking at this time of the year, kind of, you know, people wait till January to come up with, oh, what am I going to do next year? And I just realized this week, it is almost November.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, how did that happen? So we have November and December to kind of get our act together and figure out how we want next year to look. I can't roll into January and then figure my year out because my year is already rolling. Once my year is rolling, it's too late.
We could also realize that January 1st was an arbitrary day assigned thousands of years ago by people we'll never meet, and tomorrow's as good as any.
There you go. So with that said, Tomorrow is as good as any. But I think that we are supposed to do hard things today, and tomorrow will take care of itself.